Meridian 4. Okay, hello. I'm back again. Apologies for the huge gap, but let's just say there's been a lot of stuff going on recently. And not just laziness this time, a lot of stuff has actually been going on. Anyway, I'm here today with this, Scratches. It's a little, sort of, well, you'll see. So let's just get into it. Oh yes, we have a nice long introductory cutscene here. Yeah, it's basically it's a sort of point and click style horror game. Personally, I don't find it that scary, but a lot of people say they do. So here's my spin on it. I have played the game before, a couple of times, but it's been a while since I last did it. So some of it may be a bit foggy in my memory. Okay, I gotta say, picture looks good, but that couple, you can tell, very much put into that. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, very much put into that. Yay! So other than that, yes, I'm just gonna go through this reasonably short game. It shouldn't take me more than a couple of hours, I hope. Assuming I remember everything. Yes. A lot of people say this game is scary, but I didn't really find it that scary. I really didn't. Oh well. Ooh. It's a picture. How thrilling. I'm sure it'll hurry up and finish sooner rather than later.
I arrived at Blackwood Manor one cold Saturday morning amidst a thick veil of fog. The weather didn't look good, and there was an unnatural calm surrounding the area, yet I soon became entangled with the place.
As is the often happenstance in these certain situations, isn't it? Why the hell did I just say happenstance? I don't know. My vocabulary likes to run away with me from time to time. Doesn't look that foggy really, actually, does it? Ah, well. Creepy manor. It's always a bloody creepy manor, isn't it? I mean, Resident Evil, lots of other games have creepy houses and manors and all sorts. Ooh, orange. Whoa, okay, let's do this. You could technically explore the outside area, but there's not much point at this part of the game. So for the most part, we'll be sticking inside. Oh yeah. Key! We have items, because it's point and click, of course. Ticking clock of doom. Okay, the phone will be going off in a minute. Ring. Okay, tell you what. Step into here. Bound to go off in a second. Oh, there it goes. Almost like clockwork.
Hello?
Michael, it's me.
Yay!
Jerry, it's good to hear your voice.
I see that bit of junk you got
Yes,
there is working.
Jerry.
My thoughts exactly.
He's going to be a big part of the story, despite the fact he never actually shows up.
Do you like the place?
It's hard to tell yet. I'm very impressed, that's for sure.
Very impressed.
Is everything okay?
Yes, it's perfectly fine. It's just that I'm in awe. I mean, pleasantly surprised. This house is like a dream come true.
So you do like it? Got me worried there for 1 second.
I'm telling you, I'm going to turn this place into a factory of horror stories.
Their accents are really rather jarring.
I'm rooting for you, mate. You
I
should
don't
run
know
things in order.
what exactly it is about it, but it's really jarring, their accents. Ah well. Let's continue on. Yay! Okay, now we can start exploring the place properly. And exploration is in fact important. You need to look everywhere. And I'll explain why later on. Anyway, you got lamps and pictures and God only knows what else. Oh, no, we've already looked at that. And a piano that has absolutely no effect on anything whatsoever. Fireplace. This place is important. Not until day 3. And we're still on day 1. The light doesn't work. Oh no. It's a study place. Books. Can read them if you like. But, yeah. Apparently it looks like the guy's an alcoholic. Oh no. No, not really. Yeah, so stuff. Books. That's probably too hard to read on the tiny little screen that YouTube does for you. You never know. I can't remember if you can look at these ones. No. Okay, there we go. Drawers. Full of things. What we got? Oh yes, the envelope. That comes in handy later. Cigars. Screwdriver also comes in handy later. Nope, nothing in that one. And that's locked, isn't it? Okay. Chandelier. There's nothing over there. Let's go into the dining room. So you have to check all the cupboards and whatnot for basically you know, well, I'll tell you when it shows up actually. No point in spoiling the surprise. Another drawer with nothing in it. Alright. And yet another corridor. Pull those open. Light, it burns. I think this is stuck, isn't it? Yes, I thought so. And another door into the kitchen. Horrible looking place. Yep, all stuck. So all completely pointless. Let's go over here. You can open that up. Big butcher knife. That'll come in handy, I'm sure. And a fridge with bugger all in it. Bugger all in it worth actually looking at anyway. Ah yes, the grinder. That'll come in handy later on. But I'll explain that much later, because you won't need that until day 3 either. That door into the basement doesn't open. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of drawers now. Pictures. Housekeeping. Guess this place belonged to the housekeeper. Pencil. Photograph. Very important. There's a key there. I wonder if that could show up later. I just don't know. You can never be sure about all these things. So many drawers, so little time. Oh, okay. We actually do have to check all these drawers. Mostly because it just saves time later. Besides, I can't remember what's where at this exact point in time anyway, so me checking all the drawers is in fact a good thing. Save me getting lost later in the game. And also empty. Joy! And another door. This place looks vaguely familiar. I can't remember where I've seen it before. Okay, now. I should probably talk about other things, because otherwise I'm just going to go blah, 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 throughout the whole video, and it's going to be rather boring for you. So, what to talk about, what to talk about, what to talk about? Games! There's a thought. Yes, we could talk about games. Although, I don't know. I mean, that would probably bore you a lot. Why would you want to talk about games? What else could we talk about? Let's talk about games. Why not? I thought it up. I might as well use the topic I discovered. Let's see. What games have I been playing lately? Well, the latest game, of course, that's out, Skyrim. Oh, so wonderful, Skyrim. It's not oh so wonderful, actually, in point of fact. I'll be honest. I most definitely prefer Fallout 3. Cloth? Ooh, handy. Yeah, I do. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but I don't think that Skyrim is as good as Fallout 3. Well, okay, I suppose Fallout New Vegas is technically better than Fallout 3, but the point still stands. But the thing is, I kind of have a hard time telling you that because as someone who likes to review games on a sort of professional level almost, I have to say that my sort of dislike for Skyrim is kind of a personal thing in that I prefer science fiction and fantasy. Sorry, I prefer science fiction and sci-fi over fantasy and magic and all that stuff. Which is not to say they're not both good, but you know, even so, I just prefer Fallout. I guess that's just me as a person. I prefer sci-fi. That's not to say that Skyrim isn't a good game. It's just I prefer Fallout. I mean, I do like some of the improvements that Skyrim makes to the engine, such as the ability to, you can look around when you're having a conversation with someone. You're not staring at their oh-so-starey back faces. That's very good. Yeah, you can definitely tell the evolution of the engine as it comes along from Oblivion to Fallout 3 to Skyrim. The engine really has come forward quite a lot, and Skyrim does look fantastic. It really is a beautiful looking game. So it's all good. Ooh, letter. I'm not going to bother reading out all this rubbish. I'll explain the plot to you as it goes on. Although, to be perfectly honest, you can probably tell most of it just by watching me play. So yeah, Skyrim, it's a good game, and I am kind of enjoying what I'm playing of it. But it's just not grabbing me in the same way Fallout was. It really just isn't. I can't really explain it other than to say that sci-fi is just not my thing. Apologies if that pisses anybody off, but that's just me for you. Someone likes a drink. I wonder what this could all be about. I don't know. Yeah, so he could do some work, but for the most part, he's just gonna prick about. And now you need to read this for Barbara's number. She becomes important a little later on as well. Now you have Jerry's number as well. I don't remember if there's anything else. Oh yeah, that's just a letter explaining how Jerry managed to find the place. It's not that important, really. Was there anything else I was supposed to pick up while I was here? Oh yeah, that was alright. Matches. Yeah, I knew there was something I needed. I couldn't remember what it was. Okay. Let me see now. So, Skyrim, yes, it is a good game. If you're a fan of the Elder Scrolls series, I don't see any reason why you won't like it. I will say, I am enjoying it more than I enjoyed Oblivion, because I thought Oblivion was one of the most boring games in existence. Okay, that's a bit harsh. It's just, the thing I hate about Oblivion is it really, really starts dully. And because of that, it kind of taints the future experience of the game. It really, really is dull. Skyrim does start off a lot better. And I will say that I'm surprisingly pleased with the portrayal of dragons in the game. A lot of people would probably agree with me that they're the way in which they have the dragons move and act. It can be a little lumpy at times, but for the most part it's actually very, very good. What else? Not really too much else to say about it. As I said, I am enjoying it. Exploration is as good as it is in any of the Bethesda games. They certainly seem to have a monopoly on that. They do know how to do good exploration on that front. One moment. Sorry about that. People always need my help around here. So what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Skyrim. Yes. So Skyrim, it's a good game. As I said, if you're a fan of the Elder Scrolls series, you will probably enjoy it. Oh look, it's the old classic puzzle. The keys on the other side of the door. I know, let's take that. Put it under there. And then let's take the screwdriver and put it in there. Push the key out and... ta-da! Oh no, it didn't work. Oh my god, they actually defied one of the classic puzzles of all point-and-click adventures. Ah! Anyway, Skyrim is enjoyable, but I don't enjoy it as much as Fallout 3. Which I know I've already said several times. I'm just emphasizing the point. Heavily. Very heavily. What else have I been playing? Let's see. Oh yeah, I also played Rage. That's I don't know. Rage really doesn't sit well with me. It's very strange in that. Well, the whole idea of the game is that you're put into sort of cryogenic suspension because a very, very, very large meteorite or asteroid or whatever the hell you want to call it is about to slam into the planet, which it does. You wake up like 106 years in the future. You're immediately rescued by this guy, and no, okay. You wake up. You take your first few steps out of the Ark, as they were called, and you're attacked by a bandit immediately. And about a second later, this guy comes along, saves your ass. He then takes you back to his safe house and says, "Now listen, because I saved your ass, the bandits who I was forced to kill one of are going to get really angry, so here's a gun, go and kill them." Literally, the very first thing you are told to do is to go and wipe out an entire bandit's hideout. No real pretense, it's just like, yeah, because I had to kill one of them, they're now going to come gunning for blood, so go and kill them for me. It's like... And it's also the thing with the authority, which you are told from the beginning is evil. And you are supposed to take that at face value. No real ums and ahs about it. It's just, yeah, the authority is bad, the resistance is good, do it. They don't even give you the option to make this conclusion for yourself. Which is what really irks me about that game.
It's me.
What's up, Michael?
Everything seems to be fine.
Um,
except the lights don't work.
No, you don't.
Other than that...
I forgot to tell you.
the game looks very pretty, but again, I mean, so many games look good these days, that in and of itself isn't really a point in its favour. The one thing I would say that I do think is very good is character animation.
I'll set up my stuff and let you know how everything does later.
Perfect. Have fun.
Yeah, the one thing that is really good compared to some games is the character animation. Is that if a character, an enemy, is running towards you and you shoot it in the leg, very often they will stumble. Realistically, they will put their hands on the floor to stop themselves falling over. They will run around and jump off walls in order to not be hit. The character animations are very fluid. They look very good. They're very realistic. I will say that's a very good thing. You basically just have to keep bringing Jerry at this point.
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
I found a safe box in a room upstairs.
What
Know
else?
the combination.
I think I should. Let me see.
There was,
Combination once, but I don't have it here right now. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
yeah, it's just the plot of Rage really irks me. It's kind of almost too generic. It's like, again, it comes down with that thing of just being told that the authority is bad and just having to take that at face value. That's it. I must have forgotten to do something. What have I not done? I wonder if the electrician guy's been. I can't remember, is that now or is that later? Let's go and have a look. Oh, yes, it was. Yay, the electrician who was supposed to come and fix the lights that are not working turned up, waited for about 3 seconds and then fucked off. It's about standard service, I think, for this day and age. Anyway, let's call Jerry again. I'll be doing this a lot, because it's all like plot trigger points and stuff.
Jerry, we have a problem.
What happened?
The electrician missed me. He left a note in the mailbox.
Bloody hell. You're supposed
Oh,
to be
bloody hell, yes.
being late.
Damn, I must have missed
What else? What else have I been playing? Sonic Generations, yes.
The fuses yourself.
Good game, good fun. It's a good little bit of nostalgia in that.
Michael, even my
I don't know, I just kind of feel that it's like there wasn't much thought behind the game other than...
black spots.
black spots.
All right, I'm on it.
Yeah, they didn't feel as though there was a lot of thought behind the game other than... like, you know, it's like we're going to have classic Sonic and new Sonic coming together into one game, and it's all going to be really good fun. That was it. That was kind of their entire point of the game. Oh yeah, in order to pick up that key, you have to find that photograph, the one I told you about with the key on the side. That pot was beneath it, but it's not beneath it in the actual kitchen now, thus implying that the pot fell off. You have to open up the curtains and look inside the pot in order to find it. It's one of those games where you can't find an item until you're supposed to find it, until you've put the pieces together, sort of mentally, if you will, which is always weird. See, that's kind of one of the problems I've always had with point-and-click games, is the way that they're structured, in that... creepy music. In that... that didn't work, did it? In that in a point-and-click game, every item you can pick up is important. But there are two ways it does. Either you can pick up absolutely everything from the go and have to work out when it's useful, or you have to basically wait until you're supposed to pick up an item and then pick it up. Which kind of, because of the way it's structured, it kind of does take some of the fun out of, not so much the fun, some of the realism, I suppose you could say, out of the game.